Brands are taking advantage of you. If you've ever felt like brands are asking for way too much, paying way too little, or making you question what you're actually worth as a creator, this video is for you. Most creators don't realize it's even happening. Since 2020, we've generated over $3.3 million in brand deals. We've worked with over 240 brands, and our largest single deal was over $80,000. Today, our average deal size is around $10,000 to $20,000, but most importantly, Giselle used to actually work on the brand side of things. She was the head marketing director for a small skincare company, and she negotiated with hundreds of influencers from 20,000 followers to over 1 million followers. So we've seen this from both the creator side and the brand side. In this video, I'm going to break down the exact ways brands are taking advantage of creators right now, and more importantly, how you can stop and start getting paid what you're actually worth. We're going to show you exactly what to look for so you don't fall into the same exact trap we see creators making every single day. If you guys are new here, we're Giselle and Steven, also known as the Lover's Passport and the creators of the Creator Passport. And our goal with this page is to help you grow your content creator business. We've been doing this for the past 6 years and have helped thousands of other students. So if you're an aspiring content creator, welcome. Make sure to give us a like and subscribe. And with that, let's dive back into the video. So the first way brands are taking advantage of creators with affiliate only deals. This is basically when a brand says, we don't have budget, but we'll give you commission. Affiliate marketing is not bad, but when that's the only compensation, especially when you're creating custom content for them, that's where it really becomes a problem, because now you're taking on 100% of the risk and the brand takes on 0 because they're not paying you. We see this happen over and over inside of the creator economy. Another way to look at this is when they are just asking you to do a product in exchange for you posting, and you need to get paid. The second way that brands are taking advantage of you is that they sneak things into the contract that you probably don't even understand. And this happens all the time. You agree on a post, maybe even a reel, and then the contract shows up and suddenly it includes things like you must provide them raw footage or paid ad usage, whitelisting, perpetual usage, exclusivity. And a lot of creators just don't understand this legal jargon and they end up signing it away without even realizing that they just gave away way more than the brand was actually paying them for. We literally had brands agree to one thing and then send us a contract asking for way more usage and rights than what they anticipated. And whether it's intentional or not, it's your job as a creator to catch things like that. We personally have built ourselves an AI bot to help us read through contracts, as well as we've worked with over 240 brands. So you just start to understand what to look for. Some niches, this happens way more than others. So just start to get familiar with actually reading your contracts. Please don't just sign it away. The third way that brands are taking advantage of you is they make you feel like you should be charging less than you actually are. We see so often they'll say things like, your audience isn't big enough. We don't have budget. We've worked with creators that are way bigger than you for less. That's where most creators fold. They feel bad about it. But here's the thing that you need to understand. This is a business. Brands are incentivized to get the most content for the lowest price possible. We've actually interviewed other people on our podcast that work at agencies, and they say it is part of their job. They have to say no on the first offer that an influencer sends back. So if you're taking the first offer, you're almost always going to be undercharging. The fourth way, you're not negotiating at all. Most of the time, it's not because you don't want to, it's typically because you don't understand how valuable you actually are. I'm gonna say it. You are so valuable as a content creator. You are the content creator of the ad, and you're in charge of distribution, and you're in charge of conversions. And if you don't see that, you'll accept whatever they give you. One sentence you should always have ready is, unfortunately, I typically charge XYZ or this rate because of, and then you back it up with things like your engagement rate, your conversions, your audience, your results, anything that maybe even you use professional photography gear. You just need to have things in your back pocket ready to negotiate so you can prove that you are worth what you're charging. The fifth way brands take advantage of you is that they use your content way longer than you agree to. And this happens more than people realize. You create the content, they run it as ads, and then they reuse it, and then they extend the usage, and you're just not getting paid for any of it. You want to make sure that you set reminders. We typically put all of this in our organizational tool, Asana, and then we just check in with the brand and make sure that it is not. Go and check their Facebook library and just make sure that they turn off the ads that are using your likeness when they say they're going to. The sixth and probably the most important is they tell you things aren't negotiable when they actually are. We've seen contracts with perpetual usage, full ownership, exclusivity, and when you push back, they say, this is just standard. And let me tell you, almost everything is negotiable. I want to be clear. This isn't because brands are evil. This is because they're businesses just like you are. They are optimized to get the best deal possible for themselves. So you just need to start operating like a business too. One mistake that we made early on is we would work with a brand just because we like them. It wasn't because it made sense for our business. And honestly, that cost us so much money. Now we have a clear baseline and we never go below it because every brand deal takes time, it takes energy, and it takes resources away from our business. If you're constantly accepting low-paying deals, doing free work, or signing contracts you don't understand, you're being taken advantage of. You're not playing the game at the right level yet. And right now, you might feel like you have to say yes to everything, but after this, I hope that you feel confident knowing what to look for, what to push back on, and what you're actually worth. Because you have to think, these brands have massive budgets and they used to use these on big commercials, but those big commercials now they aren't getting as much ROI from. They're actually getting more ROI when they work with influencers and they can track them. You have so much influence and you're way more valuable than you think. And we just want to help you see that. And if you found this video helpful, make sure to give us a like and subscribe. And YouTube is probably going to recommend you a video right over here that's going to help you grow and monetize even faster. So we'll see you in the next one.